So for my final project, I knew I wanted to do some more work with JavaScript and kind of like have a little more practice with that. I didn't want to make like a fancy page for a website or something of that sort, and I just wanted something a little more interactive because I thought that would be a little bit more fun to make. So I decided to make a magic 8 ball using JavaScript, so you would have a type input and then a random response to your typed question would come up on an 8 ball, just like one kind of in real life. So starting off, I made a little title page just to kind of make it more fancy, a little more fun. And I used CSS to get my background and like the font that I wanted and my button to be a full length of the page and just everything to be on the page where I wanted it to be. And then for the sliding in of the titles, I used inline JavaScript class animations for both of those elements. So the title would slide in from the side and the button would slide in from the top. So then you click the button and it takes you to the actual Magic 8 Ball page. And again, I use the JavaScript inline class animations to get that sliding in of these two aspects on this page as well, just to kind of keep some continuity there. And I used div tags to kind of get everything in the center of the page and use the CSS with the div tags to get the text align in the center. And after that, I made a little input text box, so that's where you're going to type your question. I made sure to have some placeholder text in there so people would actually know that that's like what you do. Maybe they wouldn't understand, I don't know. So you type your question in here, like, let's see, this is just an example. Will I... So you type your question in, and then just like the instructions say on the 8 ball, you do a little click anywhere over here, and it gives you a little response, and the background changes as well for a little bit. So for the 8 ball itself, it is a little circle with a background image, so to get this image in there. And then for the answer in the 8, those are little div tags inside of one, a bigger one that it contains like the whole 8 ball itself named content. And then I had the typing in for the 8 and then the typing in for the answer placeholder. So when somebody types in, the JavaScript uses a function to make sure, first of all, that they have type there, because if there's no type, see, you need to enter a question, so that's part of that function. But then if there is the question in there, I'll just put some question marks now. It will take from the array of responses that I made, it will randomly take one of those and display it on the screen. And then at the same time, when you click in that same function, it will change the background image, which is set on a little timeout, so it'll go away. And yeah, that's kind of the basics of my final project. Thank you for listening.